Have you been looking for a way to stay focused on your goals and grow your MSP? Accountability groups from RocketMSP can help. We offer weekly accountability sessions that meet online with a group of your peers. Your success begins with accountability. Go to www.rocketmsp.io to join your accountability group today.
I asked earlier, what should MSPs be doing? And it almost seems like the answer is all is lost. The sky is falling because we look at this list that I put up here earlier, and I mean, this is absolutely insane. MSPs cannot handle all of this, and that is not possible.
Nope.
I think the easiest way to deal with this is have more networking. Meet your peers, meet your colleagues, find out what they're good at. Don't take them at face value. Try to get referrals. Build your network of outsourcing. You don't need to make a commission or a referral fee on everything. Sometimes it's in the best interest of your client to offload something that you cannot do.
Yep, exactly what I said.
Absolutely.
Saying, I have partnered with X amount of company or ABC company to help fill this need. Let me make an introduction. I mean,
and honestly, it seems like you're going to need to partner with multiple companies. If I'm looking at this constructively, the way I would do it is I would say, we need to have 10 companies that all partnered with each other, and each company is responsible for one of the domains of cybersecurity.
I think you're using the wrong word. I don't think you can use the word partner. I think
that's a good thing, though. I think that's a good thing to have different people handling different aspects of your cybersecurity, because you're not relying on one place too much. You don't have one single point of failure. So having different. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I just think you need to look at it how the doctors do it. If you have a problem, your general practitioner or your internal medicine doctor will refer you to an endocrinologist if that's your issue. They'll refer you to a cardiologist. And that's how we have to look at this, because taking that mentality will also help to make or bring some type of trade association, self-governing body, whatever it is you want to call it.
Yeah, but doctors are reactive. They don't send you to...
dude, this proactive bullshit that they all sell, come on.
Well, they're proactive. They're proactive in purchasing that add-on that integrates with ConnectWise, because
I could not have said it better.
That's their proactiveness.
To answer Steve's question about what can MSPs do, I think one of the main things they can do is try and educate themselves. And it is scary looking at this big map of all the different subjects, but there are a few core things. Just get started. Just go and, Google one of those topics and start reading some FAQs. Just kick it off and then find out where the pain points are. Find out the bits that you don't understand and then go to other people and get them to help you. But just start. Don't be too intimidated by the wall of colors and text and subtopics.
Yeah,
he's right. And honestly, heck, pick one that seems the easiest to go with training first. Just start somewhere.
I think it all boils down to education. I mean, I learned a lot on this call so far, but one of the best things I learned was from Zach about CISSPs. There are two versions of them, the trunk slammers and the legit ones.
So many of the associate CISSPs, they take the exam as part of an undergrad degree or an associate's degree. It's just part of the curriculum. They basically get crammed the exam, take the exam, they get their associates, and they're supposed to go document the hours in the domains so that they can get upgraded to an accredited CISSP. And the vast majority just simply don't.
Please raise your hand if you're on LinkedIn here, and I'll get to my question after. How many people are posting their CISSP acceptance letters on LinkedIn these days?
Too
goddamn many.
I would never post that in a million years if I ever went down that path.
Why wouldn't you?
It's
I don't know what's on the letter.
There's literally a question on the CISSP. Let me talk about this. I don't see anything in that domain map that says, tells me like, where am I going to use the knowledge that a 6-foot fence 18 feet away from my perimeter door that goes into my stock needs to be 12 feet high and have lights every 8 feet. Or we talk about fire extinguishers. Anybody know what you use a class C versus what a class B fire? Like, where is that knowledge really going to come in play? Those are actual things that you talk about in the CISSP.
The guy who did trade work is probably going to know that better than any CISSP. Maybe the janitor.
Right. And there's a tiny little pink bubble that says physical security, and that's where it falls under.
Yeah. But what you
sorry.
After. I was just going to say, I think the problem with the CISSP is that it tries to say, we're going to cover all of this. And I'm in the security world. I have a lot of friends in the security world. Mm-hmm. There is zero people who are a master of even one of these entire domains. I mean, is anybody really going to say they know everything about security operations? And that's the problem. It's like, if you're not even an inch deep on all of these, you're already God status on anything. So nobody's there.
If anybody says they're a master, please run or shoot them or something. Yeah. They're there to destroy your life.
It's okay. The most dangerous MSP in this space today is one that is an inch deep on 40% of these domains, but thinks they're an expert, and they have no idea that they're not.
Kaseya are experts. When they bought Rocket Cyber, the press release says they are bringing cybersecurity to the channel. I've used Rocket Cyber. It's like having a tap that's full on, flooding into the streets with nothing actionable.
Okay, can I say one thing, right? So I'm not a huge fan of certs in general. I come from a development background. A lot of the guys that were certified developers and security experts, it never really correlated exactly to their real world experience. But the thing is, if you don't have that, what do you have? What is there to all these people who are looking for experts? How do you tell if someone knows what they're talking about or not?
You go on Clubhouse. You go on the Clubhouse and you listen to everyone who is fishing you saying they are an expert.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I agree with you there. Like, certs these days are almost meaningless. I mean, I only have just enough certs so I can be an expert witness and a lawyer can cross-examine me and I pass voir dire. That's it. That's the only reason I have certs, because they're almost all meaningless. Now, some might argue things like OSCP and JSP Plus and some of the real respected certs can make a difference. But in the end, it's all just an HR game.
Right, but what else is there?
I know. That's the question, right? What do we replace it with? And that's
people with grit.
That's the $1 million question.
So I could tell you, since I've become a CEH, certified ethical hacker, I think I've only been asked for my certification once, and I've done probably 60 penetration tests this year. None of them have ever asked me, hey, are you certified in doing this stuff? What I think it gets down to is having a conversation, knowing and looking up, questions that you should be asking. Here's a great question I always start with. Let's do this. When I sit down with somebody for the first time, one of my first questions I always ask them is, what is it about your network that you don't understand or scares the shit out of you? And let's start having a conversation around that. And if the person that you're talking to can start answering questions that you have a true concern, worry, or zero knowledge about, then you probably have a partner or a vendor or a consultant that you can start having a deeper conversation with.
A similar vein question that we ask is, we'll go to different key leadership positions in an organization and we'll ask them, if your company was in the newspaper tomorrow, what would be the worst case scenario for you that you were in the newspaper for? And different leadership positions in an organization will have different worst case scenarios.
Well, the one thing I will throw out there, Zach, is to, I I don't want to quote the ransomware stuff, but I'll just say, pick equipment inside of your building or your office. I come in there, I steal all of your crap, throw it in the back of a U-Haul with, sorry to see that, put a big lock on it and put armed guard around it and say, yeah, F you. Then what do? Whether it's a ransomware and you can pay me to get the stuff back or not, mimic a data breach. I just stole it and I don't look for money for it. I'm selling it on the dark web or whatever, but go through these scenarios, that people are not doing this.
Yeah. I mean, that's an element of risk analysis, right?
Have you been looking for a way to stay focused on your goals and grow your MSP? Accountability groups from RocketMSP can help. We offer weekly accountability sessions that meet online with a group of your peers. Your success begins with accountability. Go to www.rocketmsp.io to join your accountability group today.